Welcome back, Shadow Dorks. It's Grim Games, and today I'm going to give you a quick update on some of the things I've been working on related to my next zine project. Particularly, I want to share with you some of the artists I've commissioned and talk about a little bit of the scenes that they've illustrated. The main adventure is almost done, and then it will go on to editing and refining from there. This next one's going to have some classes and some new abilities for the core classes. Take a look at my previous video where I go over some of those abilities, and you can try them out now if you want to. I've updated all my links into a link tree because my Bento app that I was using is going out of business and being consolidated into Linktree, so you'll find all my links here. So my next zine is going to feature a few more new artists that I haven't worked with before, and I'm really excited that they've agreed to do some commissions for me. So the first one I want to feature here is Bigeggs Black Pen, right? Bigeggs Black Pen. And you can find him on Instagram here. He's from Thailand, and he does some of the best Lovecraftian sketch pen work I've ever seen. I'm a huge fan. I've been following him for years. I'm really excited to finally work with him. Additionally, I've worked with Alexey Gorboot, who has the most amazing comic book style, 1970s, 80s, bright colors, aesthetic. Really wanted to hire him for my cover, and boy oh boy does it not disappoint. So make sure you check his work out on Instagram. Reach out to him if you'd like to also commission him for your work. So here's the cover from Alexey. So my next adventure is going to be The Color Out of Space. It's inspired by the original story by H.P. Lovecraft. It's in the public domain. And so what I did is, instead of having it set on a farm, I really wanted to have it set in the Arctic, amongst an Arctic village. And the color meteorite crashes into a mountain gold mine. And this fledgling gold mine, this new gold mine, there's a bunch of miners here that get corrupted by its influence. The villagers, the level 0 villagers that you'll be playing, go on like sort of a rescue mission, if you will, and ascend to level 1 status along the way. With level 0 adventures, you have a lot of gratuitous death, and I'm sure that's going to happen for you here in this game as well. Especially since each player is on baseline is generating 4 characters. You're going to churn through those and see who survives. So Bigeggs Black Pen, right? The next few pieces you're going to see are some of the sketch work, illustration work that I had him do for several individual scenes of the adventure. I've got 3 here I'd like to share. Along the midpoint of the adventure, the rescue team of villagers and their dog sleds heading towards the mountain mine are going to be ambushed by a group of 4 rival crawlers. These are level 1 adventurers, and they're titled the Murderous Mercs. And these folks, they're not friendly at all. They're here to kill the villagers and take their stuff. The quintessential murder hobos, if you will. And what's kind of unique about my particular gauntlet or level 0 adventure, at this midpoint, if the party is able to defeat the Murderous Mercs, their active players will ascend to level 1, and they can continue the adventure from there and try to survive. And if those level 1 adventurers die along the way from part 2, any level 0 villagers can fill in those roles, and they can continue to try to ascend to level 1 at the end. So it's like a gauntlet in 2 phases there. So what's going on in this image? Let me explain. So you'll discover a series of thralls, basically miners who have been corrupted by the color and are sort of dominated or possessed by it, surrounding another individual praying on his knees in the snow that is also supposed to be under the mind control or dominance or influence of the color, right? All of their eyes, including the kneeler, are like glowing with the unknown color. And if the players decide to get closer, they can hear him mumbling a prayer. It turns out that what happens with the color is it controls and sort of consumes millions upon billions of souls throughout the universe. Wherever it lands, it consumes all this biomass, as well as the souls of the creatures that it consumes. And whenever it spreads its corruption, its aura, its color to other living beings that it uses as its thralls to collect more and more biomass, it implants in it one of its dominated souls that it's collected throughout the universe. And in this case, it's quite interesting. The soul that is housed in this individual currently is from Earth and was a priest. And so he's praying, he's reciting and chanting Psalms 23. And if the players look into his eye, you can see a vision of the past, a vision of when he and his village, the farmlands around him were consumed by the color. And it's through this vision that the players can access some special powers and equipment from his land that sort of breaks the space-time continuum and bring it into their universe and help them fight the color. One of the possible options for combating it. It's a little complicated, I know, but you know, it was fun to create. It'll make more sense when you read it. Finally, the masterpiece here, I would say, from Bigeggs, right? He captured my vision of the color out of space perfectly, right? We have in the center here this glowing, radiating meteorite with the unknown color, right? It has all of these bones and claws, sort of like in that meteorite. It sort of accumulates the motifs, the aesthetic of all of the dead that it is gathered throughout the universe, as well as in the aura itself. You see all these different kinds of eyes from the creatures that it has gathered. And then in this particular case, the players find it embedded inside the gold mine, and it's starting to collect more and more biomass as it's reconstituting its energy to again fly into the stars. And so what you see here are not only the bones and bone dust of the poor miners that it collapsed in on, but as it corrupts several survivors or those who happen to see the virus of the color, right? It spreads not only to human beings or the different fantasy races like elves and dwarves, but to all the different Arctic creatures, and those try to gather more and more biomass and hoard it here as the thing consumes it all. Anyway, so that's my tease of the Color Out of Space art so far. I'll have some more as it rolls in, and I'll give you some more previews of the adventure as we get closer to launch. My goal is to have it ready in March and do another Kickstarter for this one, as well as include the option to pick up issue 1 and issue 0 for those that would like to get a copy. Anyway, Shadow Dorks, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and may all your torches never go out.